All right, guys, welcome back to the fourth quarter here. Fourth quarter, we're going to be seeing Raiders 24-3 against the Atlanta Falcons. This has been an absolute mind-boggling game. I've never seen this before with all-time teams, right? I've never seen a blowout this much. So with that being said, let's get right to it. It is third down and 18. If you guys remember, we left off with a holding call after a play because there was 15 seconds left on the clock. And so it's going to be third down and 18 on the 23-yard line. The Atlanta Falcons are going to be going here. And with it being the fourth quarter and trailing by 20, they're going to go to the B column. If you guys can see that right here, there's these columns right here, A, B, C, or D. And that's where we're at right here. That's going to be the B column. And you guys can only see the defensive side, but that's going to be the offensive side right up here. You guys can't see that, but right above it is the offense. This special situations chart is actually available on the free stuff. I like it because it allows you to kind of roll through these plays and actually roll through these situational opportunities. So with this being said, guys, on the B column, trailing by 20, they're actually going to be, they're going to be doing a lot of pass plays. And then on the alternative, the Raiders will be rolling on the D column because they're fourth quarter lead by 17. So that means they're going to be doing basically only runs and a screen pass. So let's see how this works out as Matt Ryan is still leading the offense here. I really don't feel like we need to move to Steve Barkowski. But, if Matt Ryan throws like 4 more interceptions, maybe we will need to because he has 3 sacks and he's just getting walloped. I bet he has a concussion at this point. So with that being said, third down here, 3-2 here on a probable pass play. So let's see here. That's going to be a probable pass tendency, and that's going to be a 1, so it's going to be a long pass versus a pass defense. So a long pass versus a pass defense. Let's see what we got here. So long pass versus a pass defense, and that's going to be 18. And that's going to be EB, so that's going to be Terrence Mathis. So 16 is what we have here for a triple-A quarterback, right? As Matt Ryan is, that's going to be a double dice yards. So it's going to be a little too late, but it's still good to pad the stats a little bit. And that's not really padding the stats at all. 3 yards, 3 yards there. So it looks like that'll be a completion, but for Terrence Mathis, that's just the 3-yard gain before he's gobbled up by the defense there. So fourth down and 15 on the 26-yard line, 45 here for the roll for the punt. And 45 is going to be minus 1 yards from average, and because his return is a C, there will be no return from the John James kick. So let's go right here. Let's add, minus 1 yards, so 40 yards. And it's going to be the Oakland Raiders ball on their 34-yard line. And like I said, folks, I'm going to actually change quarterbacks. I'm going to put in Rich Gannon. Give him some time. This is something you can do with these all-time teams here, guys. I'm going to move in Rich Gannon here because I want to see how he plays. I want to let you guys see some of these different cards. I really feel like the more you can play with these guys, it's just kind of fun to see how their card works with their team, right? Some cards are just different. They're just so different. Some have the bomber effect, which really gives them that really great feel of just a really big bomb pass. It's like college football almost, right? 90s style of college football. But let's go right back to Rich Gannon here, as he is the quarterback here now. Yep, have it there. And I apologize if Ken Stilber stays on there. I don't really own this this website, so he just shows up there. So nonetheless, it's 14 minutes and 30 seconds left. We're going to be seeing them do a lot of running plays here. So let's keep going here, guys. So it's going to be a 1, which will be a run play. So that'll be a inside run versus a 2, which will be a run defense. So inside run versus a run defense as we start the clock killing point of this game here. 15 will be Clem Daniels. 55 will be an unusual play. And 51 is going to be fullback. Does he have run 0? Oh, I apologize, that's not there. So 51 says here on unusual, bad snap, 1-yard loss. So it looks like when we changed the quarterbacks there was a 1-yard loss there on the play because they just couldn't get that timing right. So with that being said, it's going to be second down and 11, and I don't really need to touch any statistics on that. So it'll be second down and 11 for all of that here. Okay, so with Rich Gannon under center here, but we're just going to start doing some running plays. So a 3, that's going to be an inside run versus, again, a run defense. So a 12 for that inside run will be Marv Hubbard. So a 45 will be CE as the center. We'll have run 2. Jim Otto does. So it's going to be XR column. So the XR column is going to say here for us 23 does a tackle, left tackle, have run 0? So Art Shell does have a run of 2. So yes, he does, or no, he does not have that. So he slices through small gap for 8 yards. So Marv Hubbard gets that 8-yard gain here. And let's see if I can get that all set up here. So 8-yard gain for Marv, as they're starting their dominant running game, just kind of padding the stats at this moment, right? I guess you could say padding the stats as you basically could, as this game is far, far, far from the beginning, right? I guess you could say. I'm just kind of moving in the stats here for us because we changed quarterbacks, right? So Rich Gannon is the quarterback. I'm putting that on my stat sheet. I apologize for this time frame. But that was an 8-yard gain by Marv Hubbard, and that'll be 3rd down and 3. So with 3rd down here, we can actually go back to a normal play. So it'll be a normal 3rd down here in short. So one will be a medium pass versus an inside run. So medium pass versus inside run, or inside run, I apologize. Medium pass versus a run defense. There you go. Heads on screwy today, it looks like. All right. So 15 for the medium pass will be over to Powell. So Art Powell will be 46 here. 46 is unusual there, so unusuals on that one here. Okay, so unusual 41 says play clock expires. Well, man, Rich Gannon is having the worst luck here, and they're starting to consider why not bring back some other quarterback here, as it's now 3rd down and 8, and we will roll again here on that as a penalty for the play clock. That's twice, man. That's just bad. No one to excuse but themselves here. So 5-6. So 5 on the normal play will be inside run versus a blitz defense. So inside run versus a blitz defense here. And then 6 here for inside will be Van Egan. 36 says, does the center have 2? Jim Otto does. Punishing 6-yard gain behind solid blocking. So unfortunately, that'll be a 6-yard gain and not enough. That is tough for Van Egan as he gets another 6-yard gain. But because of the play clock expiring, it will be 4th down and 2, and they will be outside of the area where they could actually do a coffin punt. So they'll just bring on Ray Guy, and it'll be 64 on the return or the routine punts, which is an unusual. Great. So unusual here for a punter. So let's see how the punt goes here. So a 41 says delay. Oh my gosh. Play clock expires once more. 5-yard penalty. What is wrong with these guys? This is absolutely insane. I don't think I've actually seen this many play clock expiring here as I just shuffle all my stuff over, right? So minus 5 yards again. Guys, this is something new for me. I have not seen this. So, all right. So play clock expires. Let's roll again here on the routine punt. So 53 says it will be a -2 from this average. So that's going to be a 40-yard punt. And it says here, return of A or better. He does not have that, so it will be returnable. So it's going to be a 40-yard punt here. Let's push that over. So 40-yard punt. Boop. And then we're going to go over to the Falcons, who are going to run back here. And we're going to see who's going to be the runner, the return man here. So 11 on the return for punting will be Eric Weems. And a 66 on a return is going to be a long return here, guys. So a long return. Let's see here. All right, 61 here on the long return says +9 to routine. So his routine, his normal punt return is an 11. So it's gonna be a 17-yard return. So good on him there. Eric kind of gets his team up to the 40-yard line as I'd say Miami Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are going to start off on the 13-minute mark here, 40-yard line of their own side, and it's going to be 3-24. So definitely got plenty of movement to make here as they're down, what is that, 3 scores at this point? So 7, 17, yeah, 3 scores. That is a lot. So Matt Ryan has his work cut out for him to try to get this going here, as we're going to be going into the 13-minute mark, which for them will be a B rating. So B rating on this B category, which will be 3, which is a medium pass play, versus a 5, which is a pass defense. So medium versus pass defense. 14 will say to us Algie Crumpler. So 65 says it's going to be H. Does he have 0 pass? H is Greg Townsend, he does not have 0 pass. He has a 2. So it looks like does the fullback have 0 pass, and William Andrews does not. So it's going to be an incomplete pass as William Andrews is able to kind of push out some blocks, catch that really big blocker or that big defensive lineman coming in, and it will be an incomplete pass there. So 12 minutes and 45 seconds as Matt Ryan now has passed for, or tried to pass for, attempted 10 attempts there, and he's only completed 4. So he's completed 40% of his pass plays there. So second down and 10 with 12 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Let's see here. So 4 on this one will be a medium pass play versus, again, a pass defense, and an 8 will be over to Terrence Mathis. So a 12 with a AAA rating will be Q plus dice yards out of bounds. So there's your big play there by Matt Ryan, as he's going to be Q plus dice yards. So 3, that'll be 14 yards, as he has a Q of 11. So 14-yard gain there by Terrence Mathis. And it's going to be out of bounds, so it's only going to take up 15 seconds. So there's our next little completion. That's the 5th completion by Matt Ryan. And Terrence Mathis gets his 3rd completion for 14 yards. Not doing too bad for his average, for sure. But first down and 10 here on the Oakland Raiders' 46-yard line, passing over midfield. 5-3. So a 5 on this is going to be a long pass play. So we're going to try for the long passes here versus, let's see, a pass defense. So obviously a pass defense, as they're not being fooled by this offense. They're just not doing anything besides trying to get down the field. And a 7 here for this long one will go over to Roddy White. So 56 says, H, does he have 0 pass? H again, Greg Townsend does not. Off receiver's hands, incomplete, but there was a penalty. So let's see how this penalty works out here for them, as it was an incomplete pass on the play actually. So 31 says offense 5 yards, 3D, and 3D says ineligible receiver downfield, 5 yards, repeat down. So that play gets wiped out, and it is a 5-yard penalty for having an ineligible receiver downfield. What a shame for the Falcons. So 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's re-roll one first down here. So a 2 is going to be a short pass versus a blitzing defense. So short versus blitz here. Oh boy, this could be bad. This could be ugly. 5 is going to be to Julio Jones getting a touch here, guys. 66 says K, 0 pass. K is going to be, who we're looking at, Howie Long. He does not have 0 pass, so it's going to be a choice blitzing linebacker, sacks QB, 9-yard loss. So I'm going to say it looks like Dan Connors is just doing great here today. So 9-yard loss, and the Miami guys, I apologize. So the Atlanta Falcons are 2nd and 24 after another sack on Matt Ryan. He can't just get rid of the ball. He is holding on to that ball way too long, guys. And if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan at this point, this has got to be hard to watch at this point. All right. By the way, welcome to the 2016 season for my San Francisco 49ers. That has been terrible to watch. So let's see here. So after the sack, all right, 40-yard line, 2nd down and 24. 1 will be a screenplay versus a pass defense. So a screenplay versus pass defense, 19 on this is going to go to either Riggs or Kane. So Riggs will be the dot, Kane will be just the blank, and it's going to be Kane. So Kane's going to be the one getting the ball here. So Lynn Kane, 66 says on screen blitzing here, E, does he have 2 pass? And Rod Martin does. So QB gets rid of ball, incomplete. So finally, Matt Ryan gets rid of the ball, but unfortunately, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 24 here with 11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. And these guys just are taking up so much gosh dang of our time here by extending this game because they're just not doing anything with this ball. It is shocking, really. So 5 is going to be a long pass play, right? Long pass play versus a pass defense. So a long pass play versus a pass defense here. Okay. And it's going to go to 2. So 2 is going to be over to Roddy White again. And a 62 says, B, does he have 0 pass? And B, if we remember that, of course, is going to be Jack Tatum. He does not have 0 pass, so it's going to go to the white chart, as he is just throwing balls aimlessly right now at this point. And to see if this is going to be incomplete, 43, it will be incomplete, because a 43 is 7 or more, and, well, Matt Ryan doesn't throw very many interceptions. So with that being said, it'll be incomplete. And how does that happen? 62 says underthrown into coverage. So underthrown into coverage, that'll be incomplete with 11 minutes, 30 seconds left here. It'll be 4th down and 24. We're going to roll the dice here. 40-yard line means they can't actually do a coffin punt attempt. So 61 here by James, or John James here. 61 says -4 from average, and there won't be any return. So -4 from average will be a 30, what's that here? Let's see here. A 34, so 37-yard punt. So definitely not the greatest punt, but there is no return, so he punted it high enough in the air. So the Raiders will start with the ball on their 23-yard line, and we'll see if they can run out the clock as much as they can here, as I think both teams at this point see it as if the Raiders score here, the game is over. There's really at this point the dagger has been set. So with that being said, Oakland Raiders on the ball. Rich Gannon steps up and see if he can stop doing so many gosh dang, like delay of games. That's what I was looking for. So 6 here. So we're at 11-minute mark here. So we're still going to use the D chart here. So 11 minutes for 6 is going to be a screen pass versus a run defense. So screen versus run. And we're going to go to 18 on this. Means it's going to go over to Van Egan. And 55 says unusual result here. 16 says here, an unusual, it's 4 yards penalty. So a 4-yard gain there, but it's going to be a penalty. So let's see how this one works out. So 66 on the penalty says defense 5 yards, automatic first down here. 5 yards, and it's 8B. So 8B says tripping, so automatic 5 yards. So that's going to be a first down after that play. So I guess you just add it on. So it's going to be a 9-yard gain there altogether, but it's going to be a 4-yard completion with 5 yards added on to the end of the play. So let's see here. So that's going to be a 9 yards. But from my statistical standpoint, guys, I'm writing it down as a 4-yard gain for Mark Van Egan, as I get all of it set up, because he has not actually received any passes, so Van Egan will get a 4-yard gain there. But there will be an injury, as you guys remember seeing that little injury mark there. So injury chart, let's see what happens here. 16 says it's going to be a fullback shaken up and removed from game for rest of series. Okay, so it's just going to be the rest of the series. Currently, Mark Van Egan cannot play, so he got shaken up after that play. So 2nd down and 1 here. And it did say repeat. No, it said automatic first down. So let's add that to be a first down here. Excuse me, guys. So 1st down and, oh boy, this is not good. Let's see if I can add 9 yards here. -9 yards. There you go. All right, there we go. So 1st down and 10 on the 23-yard line as the Raiders get the ball here after that play, after that tripping call. So 11 minutes left here. Let's see how this one plays out. So 2 on the D column is going to be inside versus a blitz. So inside versus blitz here. Let's see how this one rolls through the action. And 13 is who we're looking at for inside. So 13 is going to be Marv Hubbard. And a 36 says, 36 is, does the center have to run? Jim Otto does. So punishing 6-yard gain after solid blocking. So 6-yard gain by Marv Hubbard. And that'll bring up 10 minutes and 30 seconds. 1st down and 10. Let's roll the dice here for us. And 2nd down is 2, which will be inside run versus a blitz running defense. And a 3. So 3 will be Van Egan here. Unfortunately, Van Egan is unable to play because he's out for the series, if you guys remember that. So let's roll again here. So 1 go. So that's Van Egan again. And a 10. So we finally got it. That's going to be Marcus Allen running an inside play here against a not blitzing, a run defense. There you go. All right, run defense. 64 is an unusual play here. Hopefully I can get more penalties to stop the clock, right? So 43 says an unusual, says 3-yard loss, out of bounds, but there's a penalty. So let's see what the penalty says here. And 11 says offense 15 yards, 1B. So 1B says illegal block, repeat down. So we don't even have to play that. So I'll play it out as a -15 because we played the down, right? So I'm gonna add it as a 15-yard, 15 seconds off the clock. So -15 yards here. It'll be 2nd down and 19 as we have to replay the down, of course. And it'll be 10 minutes and 15 seconds. So basically I just played out as if the play went, but it had a penalty. So that said, Reroll second down. 6 will be a screen play versus a running defense. So screen versus run here. And 2 for that will be to Tim Brown. And a 43 says tackle, so the right tackle, Henry Lawrence. Does he have 2 pass? He does not. So for that will be complete, chased out of bounds after dice amount of yards. So Tim Brown will make the catch for 6. So 6 yards after an out of bounds play there. So that'll bring up 10-minute mark here. And that'll be Rich Gannon's first throw and completion in the game. So everyone kind of cheers as he, of course, has that. And that'll be a 6-yard catch to Tim Brown. There you go, guys. That's how you do it. So third down in a probable pass play. So it's probable pass play here. So a 22. So on a probable pass play, that's going to be a medium pass play versus a pass defense. So medium pass versus pass defense to 11. And that'll be over to Marcus Allen, who's definitely already shown off why he's definitely a golden player here. 52 says, does A have a 0? So Deion Sanders does not have a 0. Is he rated 1 pass? Well, he's not. So it's going to be a Y chart, as Deion Sanders is amazing here. So we're going to go to a Y chart here. Rich Gannon has a Y chart of a 2. So he never threw interceptions, and a 64 guarantees that that's not going to be an interception. That's way too high. 34 on that incomplete interception thing says it glances off Deion Sanders' hands. So that'll be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 13. As the teams are starting to stalemate here with 9 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here on the clock. Let's roll for a punt by Ray Guy. And that'll be a 15 on routine punt. Punter unloads plus 10 to the average. Wow, there you go. So 52-yard punt as everyone is just kind of staring in awe. But there will be, did I say 15? It is returnable. So let's see who's the return man for the Atlanta Falcons. 6 will be... 6 will have, for the punt return, it'll be Alan Rossum. And for 24 for his return will be -5 from his return, which is a 11. So that'll be a 6-yard return, which I think I actually have to just kind of play out. So 6 yards will be, what's that, 28, and then 34 yards. There you go. So 34-yard line. Boom, there you go. So the Falcons have the ball on the 34-yard line as Matt Ryan sees this as the only time at this point, guys. This is the golden mark at this point, right? They're trailing by 20 with 9 minutes, a 9-minute mark, right? 9 minutes and 45 seconds. This is all or nothing. Basically, they're just going to be doing medium and long passes this whole time, right? Definitely time to go here. So medium pass versus a pass defense. At 17 on that medium pass play will be over to... let's see, Jamal Anderson. And a 64 says unusual result here. So that's going to be a 32. 32 on unusual result will be 16 yards, but there will be a penalty. There's just a amount of penalties in this game. They're just getting so annoying. So 16 yards, we know that's what's going to be the play, but let's see what the penalty is going to be here. So 56. As the play was played out here, 56 says offense 10 yards, 5A. And a 5A says it's going to be a repeat down holding. So 10 yards, holding play. So we're just going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to have the play out, right? But then we're going to minus the 10 yards for the holding. Okay, so 2nd down and 20. We're just going to go back because we have to repeat the down. And then we'll add 15 seconds. So now that's 9 minutes and 30 seconds. 1st down and 20 here as they're going to have to replay that down. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, guys. All right, so 1 here will be a medium pass again versus a pass offense. All right, so 2 is going to go over to Roddy White. 64 again, guys. Oh, the 64 is the bane of my existence. I'm telling you guys. When these games it gets so clogged up. I'm telling you. But that's just my opinion. If you like penalties, you go for it. But I hate penalties. It's so annoying. But 24 says here. 24 says 15 yards, DE, penalty. So it looks like it's the defensive pass interference, automatic 1st down. So 24 here, 24 yards, 15 yards, penalty here. Okay, so 15-yard pass there, 1st down by the team there. So 15-yard penalty there, and that'll bring up, why did it say that? Did it not play the 5 yards? 2nd down. let's bring it back. So bring it back 5 yards here. So let's bring it back. This is so weird. Okay, so minus 5 yards. Maybe it didn't show the 5 yards. So minus 5 yards, right? 34-yard line. Let's see here. First down. Oh, no, second down and 5. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Okay, so it is right because they're on the 20-yard line, right? So let's add 5 yards here. Second down and 5. It is an automatic first down. So all what they did here, getting that holding call, was basically made up for that Roddy White play, as it was a first down and 10 now. Of course, we want to make sure we give that 10 yards here. So 5. There you go. Perfect. So first down and 10 with 9 minutes remaining here. And that was going to be incomplete, but it was a first down pass interference. So, with that being said, 4 here on this play for the Atlanta Falcons will be a long pass versus a blitzing defense. So, long pass versus blitz here, as Matt Ryan tries to make up for all of the yards he did not make previously. And with that, 6 will be who he's going for, which will be Roddy White. And a 62 says, A, does he have 0 pass? A is Willie Brown. He does not have 0 pass. And so an 11, it says right here, 11-yard loss as DB blitzes from corner. Yikes there, guys. So it looks like somebody was starting to run there, so that'd be an 11-yard loss, but not a sack, though, not a sack. So 11-yard loss as declared runner there. So second down and 21 on the Atlanta Falcons' 23-yard line, and this is just falling apart here for the Atlanta Falcons, really it was. So 1-4 here. So a 1 will be a medium pass play versus a pass defense. Okay, let's see how this one plays out here. And a 20. So a 20 on this medium pass play will go over to either Miller, Turner, or Stanback. Stanback, Turner. I'm going to say Michael Turner. I'm just going to say because there's 3 of them, so I'm just going to say Michael Turner here. And a 22 says possible interception, roll for Y chart. See that right there? That is just not good. So Y chart it is, but with Matt Ryan at helm, it's very difficult. So a 25 says 4 or better. So 4 or more, he does not. He has a Y chart of 2, so it will be incomplete pass there. And that'll be that one there. Okay, so with that being said, a 42 tells us here, 8 minutes and 15 seconds left. 42 says it's going to be thrown away by QB. So Matt Ryan makes the right decision as it's thrown away here. Third down and 21 on the 23-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons here. 62 says it's going to be a long pass versus a pass defense. So hopefully they can make a big play here, possibly get a penalty, but at this point they really need something to go off of here. And a 7. So a 7 here on that long play will be Roddy White. And a 14. So 14, this could be big here, guys. 14 with a completion rating of a 3A means that's going to be 2 Q yards. So 2 times Q yards, which will be 22. So they will get a first down here on a 22-yard bomb by Matt Ryan. And that'll be his 6th completion of the game. Hey, why not? Let's celebrate something here, right? So celebrate mediocrity here by basically giving them the 22-yard bomb there. First down and 10 here on the 45-yard line. So, yay! The Atlanta Falcons made a first down, folks, by actually completing a pass and not having a penalty on the Raiders. So, with that said, let's roll back to it. It'll be a medium pass versus a blitzing defense here. And, boy, golly, this only gets worse right from here. 17 will be over to Jamal Anderson, will be the directed receiver. And 35 says it's going to be tackle or QB. Do they have 2 pass? Well, it's not going to be Matt Ryan. And does the right tackle, Tyson Clabo, he does not have a 2 pass either. Does E or F have 0 pass? E does not, and F does not either. Dan and Rod have 2 and 1 respectively. So it will be a 9-yard sack. So there's another sack here as the Atlanta Falcons basically they're just are getting lambasted at this point. Minus 9 yards here on that sack play. That is the 5th sack on Matt Ryan. This offensive line is just not holding up. You guys are probably just watching. I don't even know if you guys are watching at this point. I applaud those who are watching at this point. As this is a tough game to watch, really it is. So second down and 19, 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here. 2 for that chart. Here's going to be a long pass play versus a pass defense. Long pass play versus a pass defense here. And a 6 is going to be Roddy White, will be the directed receiver. 61 will be D. Does he have 0 pass? D is Charles Woodson, and he does not have 0 pass. So go to wide chart here, and wide chart will bring up. So it's going to be an interception. It won't. 46 is not going to be an interception. And so a 52 says that, again, it's going to be deflected by his defender, Charles Woodson, and that will bring up 7 minutes there as the game just keeps dragging on by these incomplete passes. But nonetheless, the Falcons are going to try once more here, as that's another incompletion by Matt Ryan. 56, that's going to be a long pass play versus a blitz defense. So let's see if they can make a big play here and get behind that blitz defense. So 4 will be Roddy White once more. And a 14. And a 14, he does it again here, guys. So a triple completion is going to be 2 Q yards. So 2 Q yards, that'll be over to him for 22 yards. And that'll be a first down again here. Matt Ryan slowly cooking it up here, getting down the field with these massive 22-yard gains by Roddy White. So Roddy White is definitely turning into his go-to receiver at this game junction here on the 42-yard line of the Raiders with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here. All right, so a 1's going to be a medium pass play versus a pass defense. All right here, so let's see how this one works itself out with a 7, and that'll be over to Terrence Mathis. And a 64 will be an unusual chart. Okay, 56 says here, 7-yard sack, and it's going to be a fumble. Okay, so 7-yard sack, that's going to be the 6th sack today here, guys. I think it might be time to really think hard about whether or not it is time for pulling the quarterback here, as this is starting to get just embarrassing for Matt Ryan. Before we do anything here, let's roll for the line fumble here. So 14 says, does the left or the right tackle, Tyson Clabo, have a 2 rating? And he does not. So he does not have that 14 rating. So it's going to be a recovery fumble, and that'll be a fumble. That's their 4th fumble and 3rd loss. So they're going to lose it, and the guy who's going to recover the fumble from the scrub, or the big pile there, is K. And K is going to be Howie Long. So Howie Long is going to get that one there, and it's going to be a turnover on downs there on the 49-yard line of the Oakland Raiders, that the Oakland Raiders get the ball here. And I think at this point it is victory position with 6 minutes remaining. There is absolutely no way they're going to lose this game. It is game over, running out the clock. Both teams basically know it at this point. But that will be another fumble and a basically just out performance here by the Raiders. So let's see how this one plays out running here. All right, so 13 here. I guess I could play a fast action card because I can just take the run, right? So I'll start doing that, because if I just take the run plays here, I can just take that as a run play. So I'll do that from now on as well. I'll keep using the run plays as you're supposed to, but I will also use the fast action cards for the runs. Choice of words, right? All right, so 21 here says it's going to be an inside run versus a run defense. So inside run versus a run defense. Okay. And the 13 for inside run will be over to Marv Hubbard. And a 31 is going to be GB, which is the right tackle, Wayne Hawkins, or EC. Do they have 0 run? And neither of them do. Neither of them do have that. Fred Biletnikoff does not. So defenders pour through, swamped for no gain. So it looks like they were able to at least hold down Fort a little bit there, but Marv Hubbard will get a 0-yard gain for that one. So 2nd down and 10. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here. So 64 and 6 is going to be a screen pass versus, let's see here, versus a run defense. So run defense here. All right. So screen pass versus a run defense. That's going to be a 15 on that screen pass to Powell. And Powell is going to be Art Powell. 55 says here, unusual chart. And 46 on the unusual chart says incomplete. And it says here, QB, penalty on play, roll again on the penalty. But I'm not sure why it says QB in quotations. QB quotations. You see that, guys? QB and then quotation for the penalty. So I guess it doesn't make sense because it doesn't say anything here. Penalty on play, roll again. Is that like a typo? Or is it a penalty on the QB? I don't know. It might be a grounding or something. Maybe it's, I don't know. We'll see. But 33 says here on our play here, it says defense 5 yards, 4C. So it's incomplete pass here, but 4C says illegal pass, contact, 5 yards, repeat down. So we'll get to actually wipe off that play there. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty on the defense. So that'll be adding 5 yards. Well, let's repeat the down. 2nd down and 5 on the 46-yard line of the Falcons. And we'll actually, you know what, we'll use a fast action card here. So we'll just roll for the runner here. And that'll be 6, and it says hauled down for loss of 2 yards. So we'll say it's going to be a hauled down, will be an outside run to 6, which will be Marcus Allen. So Marcus Allen minus 2 yard or 2-yard loss. Yeah, 2-yard loss here for his choice play here. So unfortunately, he has not been doing too well here after that play or his first down or his first quarter plays here. And with that being said, they're just going to go right into the running here again. And a 6 will be a screen pass versus a blitz or a run defense. So a screen pass versus run defense. And a 19 says it's going to go over to Banasak or Kaufman. I can roll that. So Banasak or Kaufman. So let's see what's going to be. And it's going to be Kaufman. So Kaufman's the guy we're going to go for. So Kaufman, 64. And it's going to be unusual chart. Oh, we got to get the dice here real quick. So let's roll the dice here. And I'll get the dice real quick. Okay. So 42 here. Unusual, 42 says incomplete, but there's a penalty. So incomplete and a penalty. There are just penalties everywhere here, guys. 15 says defense 15 yards, automatic first down 2B. So incomplete here, 2B is going to be face masking 15 yards, automatic first down. So it's not going to be an incomplete pass here, guys, as the penalty will overtake that. And it'll be an automatic first down here. We'll add that play here. So 15 yards, first down with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And that might have been it right there to get that first down, as both teams just kind of know it's kind of just running the clock out at this point. Inside run versus a run defense. Okay. And that's going to go over to 5 for the inside run, which is Van Egan. He's back in because it's a different series. And at 21, and Van Egan for inside run is a C. So it's going to be a 2-yard gain there by Van Egan. Okay, so 2-yard gain. There you go. Okay, so 4 minutes and 15 seconds here. Okay, and we'll do a fast action card. Why not? So let's roll the die for who's going to get it here. That'll be a 3. And it says runner manages tough 1-yard gain. Let's say that's an inside run again to Van Egan, to the number 3 runner. And that'll be a 1-yard gain by Van Egan there. Okay, boom, there you go. Cool. And now let's go for the 3rd down and 7. And it's, again, just kind of playing that D chart because they're at this point where they're just basically running the clock out no matter what. And a 5 is going to be an outside run versus a run defense. Okay, and a 19 for that outside run is going to be over to Banaszak. Okay, 45. 45 says QB, does he have 0 run? Rich Gannon does not have 0 run, he has 1. So it's going to be EA, does he have 0 run? Tim Brown does not have 0 run, so it's going to be a 7-yard gain. And that, my friends, will be a first down for Banaszak. So Pete Banaszak gets that 7-yard gain. That pushes him to 5 yards over 3 carries, and that'll be a first down and 10 here. And let's roll a fast action card. Why not? Let's start this off. I don't know why I'm rolling that, but let's roll for the runner here. So it'll be a 5, and accelerates outside for 8-yard gain. That'll be over to Marcus Allen for 8 yards there, and that'll be bring up 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 2, as he made an 8-yard gain there. I apologize. So 2 minutes and 45 seconds, as this game basically is just running out the clock at this point on the 15-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons. They really don't want to score, but if that comes up again, hey, why not? So a 5 will be an outside run versus a blitz defense. Blitz defense against Kaufman, who's Napoleon Kaufman, the running back here. So at 22, and the Kaufman for inside run is a B rating, so that'll be a 1-yard loss. So 1-yard loss by Kaufman there. And that'll bring up 2nd down or 3rd down and 3, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter or the game here. Let's see how this one goes out here. So 4 will be an outside run versus a blitz defense again here. And 10 will be for outside run. That'll be Clem Daniels. So a 62 for Clem Daniels. D, does he have a 0? Roland Lawrence has a 1 because he's a 2-1. So let's see how this one goes here for us here as we see a 2. So swarmed over by blitz, 2-yard loss. So 2-yard loss there, guys. And that'll bring up 4th down. And, 4th down, 1 minute 45 seconds. That'll be the 2-minute warning, of course. So I'll stop at 2 minutes there. 4th down and 5 as a 2-yard loss? I think that was a 2-yard loss, yeah. There you go. And we're going to definitely, at this point, kick the field goal. No point in trying to hurt anybody here. But I will say here, guys, because it is the end of the game here, I'm going to probably kick the field goal. Let's see what we can get going here, guys. 15 for the field goal attempt, so that's 18. That's 18-yard line will be 28, 35. So 35 yards out, a 15. That's good. That's going to add on 3 points here, guys. So 27-3 as the Raiders are just smoking it here, guys. They're doing so well, and they're putting themselves at this point really in the driver's seat for the next round. So with that being said here, guys, 34. I'm not sure if the Falcons would even really go for blonde balls. I think they would just run it out here, guys. They know the game's over. There's no point in running themselves through here. But with that being said, we're going to kick it off. So 34 for the kickoff here says it's going to be 62 yards to the secondary. So let's add 62 yards to the big secondary here. So the secondary kick return man is going to be Alan Rossum. Alan Rossum there. 13 for his return. We'll see us -9 from his return, which is a 22. So that'll bring up, that'll be a, what is that? 22 minus 9. Is that a 13? So a 13-yard return. 1-3. So it's 2 minutes left here for the Falcons. I'm going to say that they're going to pull a fast action card. The game is over, guys. There's really no point in playing this out too much. I'll just show you kind of how I play these games as we're still within the 2-minute mark here. So I'll play it here, and they're going to do a pass play. So let's see who the pass is going to be to. If it is, of course, not tell them to us. So it's going to be screen pass to running back versus blitz defense. So it's already going to give us that. So it's going to be to the running back, which will be, of course, Gerald Riggs. So Gerald Riggs, screen pass versus a blitz defense. Okay, so blitz defense, and it will be to Gerald Riggs. And AAA rating, of course, for the quarterback. So 53 says here, D is he to pass. Charles Woodson is to pass, so open field tackle after dice amount of yards here. And they're not going to call a timeout here. So dice amount of yards to Gerald Riggs for 4 yards. So 4-yard gain there. A little pitching catch as Matt Ryan just kind of gets him out there. Riggs gets that 4 yards. They don't want to get injured anymore at this point. They're going to go 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the game. Just kind of push it forward. Okay, 4-3. We rolled already a fast action card, so we can't play it again. So 4 here for their big plays will be, because they're trailing by 20, that'll be to C. So 4 will be a long pass versus a pass defense. So long pass versus a pass defense. Okay, and that's to number 9. And now I'll be over to Roddy White, and that says 52. 52 says A, does he have 0 pass? A does not. Willie Brown does not have that, so it'll be, is he rated 1? He is not. He's rated 2. So it's going to be a Y chart pass play. So Y chart pass play here is it's going to be an incomplete pass. 33 is above Matt Ryan's 2 Y grade, and a 42 says it's thrown away by his QB. So it's going to be 1 minute and 15 seconds left here. As Matt Ryan is going to be 3rd down and 6 here, last basically play of the game for them essentially. And 2-3 will be a long pass versus a pass defense to 17, which will go over to Terrence Mathis. So 23 says here, B or E, do they have 2 pass? Jack Tatum does have 2 pass, so it'll be a Y chart pass play again, as they're just basically waiting for those pass plays now. And a 44 is higher than his Y grade. It says it's an 8 or more, and he has a 2, so we'll just roll it again here. 14 says that it was receiver broken up as as the interception was going to happen, and we're going to see it going to be 1 minute remaining here, guys, as the game is over at this point, guys. I don't even have to play it out anymore because now the Raiders will get the ball. I can just turn it over. I'll just add 41, right, because they're just going to basically, there's no point in playing it out, right, because they're just going to take knees. So I'll just take knees at this point. Yep, good to go. No gain. And that, my friends, is the game here. no more after this game. It'll be fourth. It's the fourth quarter, all done. The Raiders, Oakland Raiders, of course, will beat the Atlanta Falcons 27-3 in the most lopsided victory I've ever seen. I cannot wait to show you guys the statistics for this game. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you very much. If you have absolutely pushed yourself through this, leave a comment down below that you guys did. Put it down there that you guys suffered through this game, because you would not watch this in real life. You just wouldn't watch this. So I'm glad you guys have. If you have, put a comment down below guaranteeing that you did, and I absolutely will commend you in the next video. So thank you very much. You guys are great. Smash that like button. If you haven't already watched this or subscribed, please do subscribe to the video channel. I really put out content as much as I can daily. And look out for the next recap, as the next game will be the last game in the first round of the playoffs until we go to the second round with now 8 teams. So I think, all right, 16 teams. Yeah, there's 16 teams, so 8 games, and we'll be simulating 4 of them. So I hope you guys don't mind, of course, putting through another game, but we'll see it through, guys. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching Second Season Football All-Time Franchise Tournament. See you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers.